Hi gals and guys, this is the Singer 401A hand wheel cleaning video. So I've already got the hand wheel and its components off. They're clean. I did get the motor off and the motor bracket off, but I haven't cleaned anything on the motor or the motor bracket or done any kind of inspection or anything like that. There's the strainer that I used to dry the parts when I was blow drying them after washing them in the soapy water and then rinsing them in clear water. So I was able to avoid the flash rust, but they were really really dirty, as you'll see in this video. And but I got them clean, and that's where I'm at today. And what I'm doing now is I'm not gonna spend time on the motor, so I'll set it aside. But what I am gonna do is I'm going to put these all together, put this together, and replace it on the 401A. So how about that? I'm gonna have some fun and learn how to do that again. It's been a while since the last one. So come along and we'll get this hand wheel on, and then we'll give it a spin, see if the hand wheel is doing well. Okay, it's gonna be about me taking the motor out first, and then once I get the motor out, I'm gonna take the hand wheel off and take the hand wheel apart, clean it up, and before I put the hand wheel back in the machine, since the hand wheel will be gone and the motor will be gone, that will be my opportunity. Clean the inside of the machine there in the upright HAS horizontal arm shaft up top down to the beadrock bars down below. But nonetheless, it's going to be another wonderful learning experience. The machine is really grungy, really kind of dirty, filthy, which is cool, especially up top. But for now, it'll be nice to get this end of the machine cleaned top to bottom. And it'll be really interesting to take the hand wheel and its pieces, its parts apart, and look at them individually, and have a little chat about what they actually do and all that kind of. So I'm not in a big hurry to make this video. To maybe a little bit longer than 5 minutes. It'll probably be about 10 or 15 minutes, somewhere in there. But so that's what this video is going to be about. I'm also going to be working back on the Singer 348. That's right, I'll be getting back into the 348 soon, and what I'll be doing in particular in the next 348 video is I'll be doing a video on the stitch length regulator lever, which I just did in the 338, which is pretty much identical to this one here. So it's twofold. It needs to be done anyway, is the first most important thing. And second most important thing is that I get to do another one in the space of a couple of weeks. So the experience is always invaluable. So that's what's coming up. And after I do that, after I do the stitch length regulator lever on the 348, I'm going to get back into this 338 right here, and I'm going to go to the upper tension device above the stitching area there, just by the needle bar there, and going to do that, do some maintenance there and see what kind of shape it's in. So I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you are, please subscribe. I could use the subscribers. I'm grateful that you're here viewing and taking time out of your day, your life, to come and visit me here and the machines. And because really the machines are the star of the video. I'm just the guy that sweeps the floor and turns out the lights at night, And but yeah, it's great to have you all on board. And if you're able to, please do subscribe and hit the notification bell. I am starting to post somewhat more frequently and sometimes spontaneously. So if you hit the notification bell, then you'll get a little ding. And watch right through if you can, or go to the end. At the end, there's always the links to a playlist and to the last video, most previously posted, that kind of stuff. And so yeah, hope you enjoy this. And I'm going to get back to the Singer 401A, doing the motor and the hand wheel. And I just want to mention again that the whole point of this video and the last couple of videos and the next couple of videos I do about this machine is going to be that the whole point is to get stitching with this machine, to get sewing, to learn how to sew. But the doggone machine is, grubby grubby smelly, grubby stinky. And I've also got some, what I've found in the past is I've used mineral oil, like mineral oil that you'd use in the kitchen or the bath, probably the bathroom, for your hands or your face or your ears or whatever mineral oil is used for. But it has aloe vera in it, and it's very nice. And mineral oil is a reasonably good lubricant as long as it's not the only lubricant I use, right? It's a good temporary lubricant, and it smells pretty, it smells nice, and that's why I like it, and that's why I use it temporarily. And but it also does clean, and I have some other cleaning stuff that I experiment with and use. So the whole point is to learn how to sew. Let's go. Yabba dabba do. We got the nice shiny new back feet on already. The first thing to getting the motor off is to undo that screw right there, and that's what holds this motor bracket. So just taking that screw out. And I have a little magnetic tray that I bought, and that cover comes off. It's nice and greasy as well. Cool. And there we see the wires. There we go. That seems to be focused there. So there's the wires, and they're easy to disconnect. But I should do it gently. And I just grab check it out. There's that white plastic thing is what sticks on the post, on the terminal, on the motor. Same here. So these white shrouds or covers on this black wire and this red wire. The black one is on the left, the red one is on the right. That is correct, over. So there, that is out, and now, even though the hand wheel is still attached, this should be able to be removed. But it hasn't been removed for a long, long time. So it may take a little bit of persuading. And so, whoopsie daisy, what am I doing? Oh, it fell out. I didn't have to persuade it. Yabba dabba do. You know what, isn't that great? It is. So there's the motor. I'll be able to clean that spindle off, clean all of that. Get inside, take a look. It's pretty good shape. There it is. PA178. I realize that may not be in focus exactly. Well, that was nice that it fell out. I can't believe that happened. Usually they're stuck in there. So anyway, that's done now. So now we can get to our next mission, which is to remove the hand wheel. Now that the motor is out of there. Now I just want to check this before I take it off. Yep, it does work. The lock washer in that, when I put it to the left it releases, and when I put it to the right it engages. That works correctly. Now I don't know if you can see it very clearly, but this is too good a shot to pass up. This screw here, right there, it extends right through there. And there's those nubs, or those raised points, those raised studs on that lock washer, and that's what the screw hits to turn the power on or turn the power off. So, and that's a pretty good view, but this is a unique view because most of the time I'm not able to see down there while this is still on. So I just wanted to point that out while that opportunity exists. And what I'm going to do is continue loosening this screw so that it clears those protruding studs, and that should clear. And then what I do is I'm able to unscrew this nut. And then I already have that little magnetic metallic tray with the screw from the cover for the motor. And now I'm just going to pull the hand wheel. There, it came off. Ever so gently. Oh my, look at all that, eh? There, we're focused somewhere in around there. But yeah, there's a bit of a view on that there, and there's the mess that I have to clean up there. So the lock washer I'm going to put in the magnetic tray, and the wheel I'm just setting over to the side. So now I'm in, and I'm going to move the machine out of the way and get the hand wheel front and center. So here I am with the hand wheel, and I also have a brand new pair of interchangeable snap ring pliers. You can put different heads on them, and the snap ring pliers are for these snap ring washers. Those right there. Now, all I'm doing here, right in this clip, is I had already greased this when it was still on the sewing machine. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold that in a blue shop towel like that. So all I'm doing is wiping the grease off, and as I'm wiping the grease, I'm lubricating what is here. This thing that I'm wiping right now, this kind of burnt brown thing, that is, the material is TEXTOLITE. Look at the smudge coming off there, dirt coming off. Oh yeah. So but it is Textolite. It's really indestructible. I've never had a bad experience with it. That's what that is. And this Textolite thing, it's like, it's geared and it's torqued. Like when it starts and stops, actually when it starts, it torques out like that. And, but yeah, it's really grimy. I'm going to take it apart. So the next thing I have to do is I have to put my new tools together and get the snap ring off, and we'll take it apart. So let's get this out of here. So there you can see the tips that I get with this device, with this tool. What I want to put on is either these ones or these ones. Those are larger. I think I'm going to go with, you know what, I'm going to try the ones that are already on there. So there, I got them in. Do I? There I do. Then I squeeze, and I was squeezing and lifting, so they're spreading, and then I got that one off. What about that one? Can I get it? There. See that? Just like that. That's the way to do it. I've never figured that out before. So I don't need those parts, so I'll set those parts aside. So that is off. Now what comes off next? And it's that thing. Is there anything else in there? No. Boy, is that ever dirty. Okay, I'm ready to clean this stuff, and it's just the routine cleaning deal for me. And those of you that have been here before, a time or two, in there I just have dishwashing liquid detergent and water, hot, warm water I guess. And here I have a little bowl of clear water, which I'll be rinsing the parts after I wash them in there. I'll be rinsing them in there. And then there I have the strainer, and that's where I'll be hair drying them. There's the hair dryer. Of course, you only get like the first 2 seconds of hair drying and the last second of hair drying. The rest will be edited out because it's noisy. But here are the parts, and here's the main wheel itself, and that is the first snap ring. It's a smaller one, and then that goes on, and then the larger snap ring goes on after that and that have gone on. This goes on right with this, because these notches and these notches all go together kind of thing. And that also, actually that's not right, that goes back here, as does that, and that, and that go on that side. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts all together. But anyway, enough talk. Let's get that in there. Let that soak in there. Let that in there. Let that in there. That I am not washing in there, so I will set it aside. And that I am washing in there, so I'll let it sit in there. And I'm gonna let that sit for maybe 20 minutes, half an hour. I'll find something else to do while that sits there and softens up. Okay, let's get clean. And here I have the big filthy wheel. Look at that smudge coming off of there, man. Oh, wow. That is so unbelievable, isn't it? Huh? Look at that. Let's get in there on that edge there, that race there. Crikey. But it's getting cleaner. Now I'm just washing this with soap and water, so I won't be taking a grinder or a sandblaster to this. So it's kind of like, you know, easy cleaning. Oh, look at, oh man, look at the filth in there. Can you believe it? Oh my God, look at that. Good thing I'm getting this nice and clean before I even sit down with it to sew. I can feel the water dripping out the other side on the inside of my palm, so that's a good sign. Wow, it's getting dirt. You know, there's no shortage of dirt on this thing. Okay, I am going to give it a zap with the hairdryer. And that was like a minute and a bit, but I don't think I'll get any flash flooding out of there. So now I'm ready to go on in and get some more stuff. What's next? You know what? Let me get this big one. Oh wow, look at the dirt coming off on me now. Oh yeah, there, that's what I want to get, those teeth on this Textolite bearing or whatever. The way this goes back together. Here we see that this ring has 2 loops. One here, one there. And here, did we see that? Has 2 loops. One here, one there. One loop there, one loop. And the hand wheel has 3 nibs or studs that stick up. One there, and one there. This one is called the center one. And that's the one where we're going to install this loop, this orifice, this hole. One on the right is going to go on that center stud. So it looks like that. There it is. There's a center stud and there's that loop. Now we take this, and there's a post here, a stud. See it sticking out there? And that post goes right there in that other loop right there. So it goes, you have to line it up, and there it's in. And now it's functioning, except I still need to put the washer on. So we get our fancy new snap ring pliers, and right in here there's a groove where that snap ring goes in there. So all you gotta do is get it seated like that, and then get the prongs, and then open it up. Why is that not working the way I wanted it to? Let me try that again. It's wrong. It's the wrong one. Isn't it? No, it's the right one. Well, why didn't it? Okay. I'm just not used to it. So there, I've spread it, and I believe it's seated in there. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's in there. And look at that. It's functioning the way it should. So now I want to find my sewing machine, my Singer 401A. Now I cleaned the whole end of this sewing machine, mostly with water, with oil, and then water and soap, dishwashing liquid. And where I paid special attention was, this was a difficult area to clean, and all in here was as well, right? And down in here. But I wanted to get this as clean as I could, just for getting this on and off for the purposes of this demonstration, because it was really, really filthy. So anyway, I have, as previously seen, assembled this device, and now it's time to get it on the arm shaft. And I've got the notches, I've got them set horizontally. This has no notches, it just slides right on like that. And then this has the notches, and then that has the screw on there. So I have to figure out whether, and this you can see has the cutouts or the notches that will go on those cutouts on the stud there, the arm shafts. So I just got to figure out whether I want nubs on the outside or the inside. And it is questionable. It really is questionable. I just see a little bit of wire there. Just give me a second. Oh geez, it's still messy, still dirty. There's so many little nooks and crannies. Anyway, I'm going to put it on so that it is on, the nubs are on the outside, facing me, like that. And then I'm going to get the screw, thread it on, and then tighten it down. So we'll see what that does. See if we can get it to work. And then I have to screw it on like that. Now that's just snug, and we'll see whether, and it's barely snug, because we might want to adjust that once we'll go to line up this screw if we have to. There, so that's tightened up, and all that screw does is it's not keeping this on there, and it's not tightening into anything in there. That screw is a post to move that washer that we just put in there in front of it that has the nubs sticking this way. So let's see what happens. Okay, there it's locked and it's stitching. Now I'm going to turn it. Look at that. It's unlocked and it's not stitching. Let me show you that to you guys. I'll get my big back out of the way, my big hip. Cool. So when I turn the screw that way, it tightens, and now it's engaged the horizontal arm shaft, which is driving the needle bar. And then what I can do is I can stop it, and I can turn this, hold this, and turn that little nut to the left. And now we see that it is disengaged. It is unpowered. So what we've done here is, the whole point, it reminds me of that joke, when you're up to your butt in crocodiles and alligators, it's difficult to remember that you're going to jump into the pond to pull the plug. And same kind of thing, once you get started, the whole point is I want to learn to sew. This is supposed to be sewing 101, and I'm supposed to be sewing material and, making nice cloth joints with stitches and stuff. But The gall darn machine, when they're this messy and filthy, they smell. You guys know that. I hear that from you gals all the time. But anyway, there you guys. We got it on, we got it off, we got it all tidied up, and we got it on. And we learned a little bit about tools, we learned about a little bit about motors. We did some learning here, we had some fun. So I want to thank you guys for being here. And you know what, hit the notification bell. I'm quite spontaneous when I post. And I'd love to have you guys see everything I do. But please subscribe, it helps, thanks. Stay safe, have fun, take care of yourselves. Adios, amigos.